Welcome back to our channel, your source for the newest news and undisclosed narratives about Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we give you exciting news. William and Catherine are in tears over Princess Charlotte's remarkable transformation. Due to the fact that I have a pretty dry sense of humor, it is helpful for me to have someone who has a very wonderful sense of humor. It was a lot of fun. We found ourselves laughing a lot, and as a result of the circumstances, we have become even closer to one another. Yes, that is the point. A moment that left Kate and William totally dumbfounded and, yes, even in tears is being Catherine discussed by those who are privy to the inner workings of the royal family. Behind the walls of the castle, everyone has been taken aback by the change of Princess Charlotte. What exactly took place, and why did it have such a profound impact on the royal family? Be sure to stay tuned to the very end, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal revelations. A unique quality may be seen in the manner in which Princess Charlotte and Prince William engage with one another. It is not about following royal customs or making public appearances. Rather, it is about a father who has a clear sight of his daughter and recognizes her for who she actually is. The expression "you can tell a lot from a look, a touch, or a small gesture" is one that is often used. In the presence of William and Charlotte, even the smallest of details conveys a great deal of meaning. William's particular nickname for Charlotte is mignonette, which is a delicate French term that means little and charming. This is one of the things that many devotees of the royal family find to be the most endearing. Rather than being something that is yelled out in public or intended for display, it is something that is murmured, intimate, and full of love. They have a true and genuine connection with one another, which is the sort of link that they share. The fact that these are some of the most difficult periods for many families is another reason why they should not be confronted by individuals by themselves. Throughout Charlotte's life, William has always been proud to see her accomplishments, from her first confident wave to her consistent attendance at important events. There is, however, one occurrence that not only captivated the attention of the general public, but also moved William to such a profound degree that it caused him to shed tears. At that moment, it was not about a title or a crown. Rather, it was about seeing his little daughter take a significant step and being aware of how rapidly she was growing. Those times when they are together are not always memorable. At times, it may be as simple as a pat on the back, a gaze exchanged among a large group of people, or even a quick hairstyle adjustment during a public event. Even in the midst of the royal limelight, the regular activities that they do together make their relationship seem more approachable. This is the reason why this narrative is so significant. Not only is it about who they are, but it is also about how much one little girl has changed and how profoundly that shift has affected her father. Believe us when we say that this is only the beginning. Even Kate was taken aback by what transpired after that situation. Princess Charlotte has always been in the spotlight, but suddenly, something changed, something that even her parents could not anticipate happening. Not only did her posture and the way she talked matter, but the presence that she exuded was also important. She was the same child who used to cling timidly to her mother's hand, but now she walked with self-assurance, as if she were prepared to perform on the international stage. With the best interests of our young family in mind, William and I have been doing all in our power to digest and handle this situation in secret. The event that occurred during a trip to the Chelsea Flower Show was the one that genuinely left an impression on people. Rather than just following along, Charlotte was actively participating, asking questions, and demonstrating a genuine comprehension of the environment in which she found herself. In a gaze that spoke all, William and Kate shared a look. They were not only observing their daughter, rather, they were seeing her transformation into a different person. It was a time that evoked strong feelings, particularly for William. He was coming to terms with the fact that his little daughter was maturing at a rapid pace, and you could see it in his eyes. It was as if she had passed some invisible boundary, transitioning from a kid who was fun to a young person who was poised and confident. This is a shift that resonated with people in ways that no one anticipated. Observers of the royal family started to observe the subtle differences, such as the manner in which Charlotte moved ahead of the throng on occasions, the way in which she deliberately gazed out into the audience, and the way in which she always appeared to know when to speak and when to back off. Not only was it not rehearsed, but it was also genuine, which added to its already impressive impact. Someone who had formed Charlotte's path in a manner that only a mother could, Charlotte's mother, was the silent force that was behind her poise. Today, we are discussing Kate Middleton, and her performance is just as moving as the others. It has always been clear that Princess Catherine is more than simply a member of the royal family. She is a mother first and foremost, and this aspect of her manifests itself in everything that she does with Charlotte. The quiet moments are the ones that reflect her genuine parenting approach, despite the fact that cameras often capture the spectacular and flamboyant occasions. The skill of keeping things genuine is something that Kate has perfected, whether it is dropping off her children at school while wearing jeans or whispering words of comfort at significant moments. The moment that stood out the most was when Charlotte seemed to be a little uncertain at Wimbledon. Instead of stepping in with a composure that had been planned, Kate gently brushed her daughter's hair aside and provided her a few words of reassurance, just enough, just in time. Kate does not overburden her daughter with a plethora of royal regulations. Rather, she maintains a straightforward approach, ensuring that Charlotte is aware of what to anticipate at occasions without making them into restrictive teachings. What is the end result? Charlotte is always able to seem natural and unforced. It is not as if she is attempting to put on a show. Rather, she seems to be someone who is a part of the community. The uniqueness of Catherine's approach to parenting lies in this particular aspect. Although it is not overt, it is quite effective. It is not about converting Charlotte into a flawless princess. Rather, it is about assisting her in developing into a self-assured and emotionally stable person who is able to deal with the limelight without losing her identity. Throughout her life, Kate has always emphasized the importance of family, and judging by the manner in which Charlotte conducts herself in public, it is evident that she is being brought up with the same mentality. On the other hand, Charlotte's path is not limited to the realm of motherhood alone. There were certain moments that stood out, moments that even had royal insiders at a loss for words. Now, let's take a look at the emotional turning points that completely altered everything. Milestones are something that any youngster experiences, but when you're a royal, they often take place in front of the whole world. For Princess Charlotte, those early steps were more than simply recollections from her infancy. They were moments of silent change that were documented in photographs and carved into the hearts of her parents. She experienced a significant turning point when she transitioned from Wilcox's nursery to Thomas's Battersea. This was not only a change in school, rather, it was a sign of transitioning into a more prominent position within the royal family. Not only was she not going to go alone, but she would also be accompanying her older brother, Prince George. The sight of the two of them strolling in jointly conveyed the idea of fresh beginnings and the development of their independence. As for the public appearances, they were such as well. Do you remember the first time Charlotte waved with self-assurance outside of an official event? You may also have a look at those adorable photographs of her going to nursery wearing her red coat and shoes that matched. There was a clear expression of pride on both William and Kate's cheeks. However, the funeral of Queen Elizabeth, I was possibly the most emotionally touching part of the whole event. Charlotte showed a level of decorum that was much above her years by standing erect, curtsying gracefully, and maintaining her stance. As soon as it occurred, everybody was aware that she had completely assumed her job. It was love, it was guidance, and it was a mother recognizing her daughter's development and resilience as Kate gently placed her hand on her back at that sad time. It was a moment that said everything. Nevertheless, what is even more remarkable is the fact that Charlotte's change is not confined to appearing at public events. Her family is being discreetly molded from the inside out by her. There is a possibility that her appearance in public is not as influential as her role at home. There are certain children that have a presence that is beyond their years, and Princess Charlotte is most certainly one of those children of that age. She is not just the middle kid, but she is also a silent leader inside the palace. She is the one that offers balance, structure, and yes, even a little bit of mischief. An excellent illustration of this is the bond that she has with her younger brother, Prince Louis. A number of individuals who are close to the family have lovingly referred to her as the Louis Whisperer. At any given time, whether it is at a formal occasion or a light-hearted moment in the garden, Charlotte seems to have the ability to keep him firmly rooted in reality. Just enough to help him regain his concentration was a brief whisper and a hand to grip. At the same time, Louis admires her. When Charlotte gets up to wave, he does the same thing. When she keeps her composure and remains calm, he imitates her actions. In a manner like a game of royal follow the leader, Charlotte is the one who is discreetly leading the way. Not even George is able to avoid being influenced by her. Charlotte makes frequent visits to him whenever he is in public, despite the fact that he is the heir apparent to the throne. Despite the fact that it is just minor, it demonstrates how readily she has assumed the role of caretaker and companion. Something that is even more intriguing is the way in which Charlotte's personality is influencing the way that William and Kate raise their children. She inspires them to provide assistance to each kid in a manner that is unique to them, not just in accordance with the regulations, but also according to their own needs. In addition, despite the fact that she is unquestionably becoming a directing influence in the lives of her siblings, something much more significant is developing behind the scenes. The course of her destiny is being meticulously molded, and contrary to what you would believe, it is more adaptable. It is possible that when people think about the future of Princess Charlotte, they see her living a life filled with tiaras and festivities. On the other hand, William and Kate have a different proposition in mind. They want her to have more than just a title when she grows up. They want her to have choices from which to choose. Because of this, they are not just educating her for royal responsibilities, they are also providing her with abilities that may be used in various situations outside of the palace. She is reportedly undergoing instruction in a variety of specializations, including foreign relations and tactical driving, according to rumors. Although it may seem intense, it demonstrates that they are thinking forward a very long way ahead. It is also quite evident that Charlotte will not be confined to a single course of action. She will be able to pursue a job outside of the realm of royalty if she so desires, and she will be supported in doing so. This way of thinking represents a significant departure from the way things were done in the past. As she matures, Charlotte is coming to terms with the fact that she has the potential to be both a princess and a person who has her own aspirations. Her parents are making sure that she's prepared for whatever she decides to do, whether it be a public position or a personal interest. Despite all that has happened, she is still a young girl who attends ballet lessons, has homework, and has a family that is very close. This equilibrium is what is preparing her for something that is genuinely and truly remarkable. During Charlotte's trip, what was your favorite moment that you experienced? Leave a comment below and let us know. In addition, don't forget to subscribe for further heartwarming tales dealing with the royal family. Coming up next is yet another tale that could just take you by surprise. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.